Before this video starts, I'm going to be clear about something. The author of the original article in question will not be named or mentioned throughout the main body of this piece. They've taken the criticism respectfully and done their due diligence to reprimand their error to their best efforts, and have been stonewalled by Kotaku UK itself. Any personal attacks on them will not be tolerated in the comments section. Okay, let's dive into this shit. Joker! Kotaku UK made an oopsie. A really bad oopsie, in which you've probably been made aware by now. An article went out with an unfounded claim that Persona 5's Wake Up, Get Out There includes a disability slur in the form of the R word, and its apparent inclusion on Nintendo's first-party title in Smash Ultimate's Joker DLC is inappropriate for any game, and especially a game of its age rating. Of course, backlash and dispute was immediate, and the article instantaneously became a laughingstock online amongst people interested in games from all walks of life. Of course, had Persona 5 chosen to include this word in its song, all of the criticism in the world would have been deserved for it being out of place, unjustified, offensive, and otherwise just ridiculous. But it's these reasons that make the mere suggestion of the word ever having been included all the more laughable. Keen listeners were quick to point out a myriad of more likely possibilities, as no concrete evidence has been supplied with this section of the song omitted from official lyric descriptions. This is likely due to the fact this part of the song is often improvised or freestyled by the vocal artist, who is a non-native English speaker with a heavy accent. This also raises points for debate, in my opinion, as to whether Kotaku UK's assumptive stance on publishing the claim without waiting for an official response, as well as the initial suspicion that Kotaku was actually being rather culturally or racially insensitive, basically exploiting a quirk of the singer's accent in order to formulate the headline. Whilst the baseline of the situation ultimately exists in making Kotaku UK look bad, there are more insidious effects this can have down the line for both the industry and artists in it, as well as potentially damaging an already notoriously frail relationship between Nintendo and media/content creators, with them only recently opening up to the idea of allowing outside parties monetize and use their content for transformative purposes. However, my main concern is with Kotaku UK refusing to take the article down, allowing the headline to stay present in search engines, recommendations, and other metadata floating around the web. Kotaku UK have cited back-end and maintenance issues for being unable to update the article as originally promised, but evidence has arisen that Kotaku UK is protecting the article from being taken down for whatever reason. Theories include increased traffic, manufactured controversy, etc. But of course, this is speculation entirely. See, I can mention that easily in my publication, and that means I'm doing a better job than them. They've given us a preview of what the supposed update is going to look like when it goes live, but even then the attitude comes across as condescending and inconclusive, despite a hard denial from all official sources, with plenty of informed evidence to back that up. However, even if the update is rewritten to something more definitive, I think the only thing that comes close to mitigating further damage is to pull the article entirely, which, as stated before, Kotaku UK is refusing to do. As long as the article remains live with the charged, defamatory statement it has, association will remain on the internet in the form of hard and current metadata, which can damage the reputation of Persona and Nintendo's brands, and in my fears can have consequential effects for the song's vocal artist and its composer. It's not uncommon for corporations to have knee-jerk reactions to bad press, even when unfounded, and it's entirely possible that the job security of these artists could waver, or a Japanese industry-wide defense could arise. For example, they might not find it worth risking to allow Japanese vocalists to sing English lyrics, or prevent any and all freestyling, improvisation, and keep things incredibly locked down to a set of prearranged rules. I don't want to see restrictions on art, and as long as games media and publishing entities continue to have as rocky and toxic a relationship as they have, one in which bonuses are tied to Metacritic scores, one in which blacklists exist, journalists and especially editors and publications themselves need to think before they act, in a landscape where spreading misinformation could have career-shattering and landscape-tilting consequences. But these are just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments below what you think, as long as you keep it, a degree of decent. Thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you agree with me, dislike, uncomment, and unsubscribe if you don't. Until then, I'll see you when I cover something else. Goodbye.